If you are looking for scholarships, then you need to listen up. From US to UK, various universities offer different merit-based scholarships. At Empower Education Consultants, we help students identify which scholarships they are actually eligible for and apply within the correct deadlines. If you want proper scholarship guidance, then don't procrastinate. Contact Empower Education Consultants today and let's get started on your application.
Hello from the University of Exeter, one of the top 15 universities in the UK, and through our partner Empower, based in Pakistan, many different scholarships are available worth up to £10,000. We're one of the top accredited business schools in the world. We're also one of the top ranked universities for career support with a 92% graduate employability rating. We'd look forward to receiving your application.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome once again from Nadir al-Burhani Cricket Ground. This is the second match of University of Exeter presents the Empower Super League Season 3. Sceptre College are going to take on Nixor today, and we have got both the captains, Hamza, the skipper of Sceptre. We have got Saad Ali representing and leading Nixor College today, and our match official as well. Hamza, you're going to be flipping the coin. Heads is the call from Saad. And it has come down as tails. So Hamza, you have won the toss. And what are you going to do and why?
We are going to bat first. Our batting lineup is good. We are going to try to set up a good target of 160 to 170 as.
It's never easy to play back-to-back matches, but you must have got a lot of confidence after registering a victory yesterday.
Yes, we got a good victory yesterday as we won by a huge margin. So we have the confidence to win today, inshallah.
Right, so have you made any changes in your playing 11 for today's match?
No, the playing 11 is the same, but our bowling is good from yesterday.
All the best, Hamza, for today's game. Saad, unfortunately, you lost the toss, but what you have done?
I would have bat first, but the toss isn't in your hands, so you have to work with what you have.
Saad, I'm pretty sure you are aware of the fact that Nixor are the defending champions. The previous two editions were won by Nixor, so you've got a huge responsibility up your shoulders because of the young squad that you have got.
Yeah, of course, Nixor has, a very great name in Empower, and I was also part of the last squad, so I know what it's like to, lead a very good side.
All right, so the pitch is always full of runs here at Nadir al-Burhani. So do you have any idea which total you are going to be restricting the opposition on today?
We're going to aim at anything less than 100 because we think we are a good bowling side as well.
All the best, Saad, for today's game. So that's the news from the center. Sceptre winning the toss and they have decided to bat first.
Hi, I'm Aileen. I'm a second-year Pakistani international student studying Business and Environment at the University of Exeter, Penryn campus. Life here has honestly been such a special experience. On campus, I'll either be working in the library or walking through the green spaces. It's so good on a sunny day. On the weekends, I'll be in a cute cafe in Falmouth, getting lunch with friends or exploring the beautiful natural landscapes. There are also tons of unique charity shops, and of course there's Chintz, the dreamiest little jazz bar for evenings out. When I'm up in Exeter, the Streatham campus is so vibrant. Of course there's a forum, and getting around campus is really easy with the train station and bus stops just next door. Plus there are loads of places to eat. My personal favourite is FA's, especially after night out. Life here is calm, creative and full of community, and you'll be sure to fit just right in.
At Empower Education Consultants, we guide students through the entire process, from shortlisting courses and universities to crafting personal statements to tracking deadlines and submitting visa applications. We also help identify scholarships you're actually eligible for and provide support for every step. No shortcuts, no rushed applications. As official representatives with universities like University of Exeter and University of St. Andrews and a 99% visa acceptance rate, our approach is proven. Apply to Empower Education Consultants and let us get it done the right way. As official representatives for the University of St. Andrews and the University of Exeter, Empower Education Consultant ensures that students get the top quality education from UK's finest institutes. We keep up to date with entry requirements, intakes, and application processes. Additionally, we offer our advice to various different students, recommending them universities based on their profiles and goals and objectives. Contact us today so we can get started on your application. If you are looking for scholarships, then you need to listen up. From US to UK, various universities offer different merit-based scholarships. At Empower Education Consultants, we help students identify which scholarships they are actually eligible for and apply within the correct deadlines. If you want proper
इसमें आई नहीं रहा लगा है अजीम आगे वाला हाँ आवाज आ रही है भाई बंद हुआ उसका खुला हुआ है ना दानिश भाई रेडी करे
scholarship guidance, then don't procrastinate. Contact Empower Education Consultants today and let's get started on your application.
Hello from the University of Exeter, one of the top 15 universities in the UK, and through our partner Empower, based in Pakistan, many different scholarships are available worth up to £10,000. We're one of the top accredited business schools in the world. We're also one of the top ranked universities for career support with a 92% graduate employability rating. We'd look forward to receiving your application.
Hi, I'm Aileen. I'm a second-year Pakistani international student studying business and environment at the University of Exeter, Penryn campus. Life here has honestly been such a special experience. On campus, I'll either be working in the library or walking through the green spaces. It's so good on a sunny day. On the weekends, I'll be in a cute cafe in Falmouth, getting lunch with friends or exploring the beautiful natural landscapes. There are also tons of unique charity shops, and of course there's Chintz, the dreamiest little jazz bar for evenings out. When I'm up in Exeter, the Streatham campus is so vibrant. Of course, there's a forum, and getting around campus is really easy with the train station and bus stops just next door. Plus, there are loads of places to eat. My personal favorite is FA's, especially after night out. Life here is calm, creative, and full of community, and you'll be sure to fit just right in.
At Empower Education Consultants, we guide students through the entire process, from shortlisting courses and universities to crafting personal statements to tracking deadlines and submitting visa applications. We also help identify scholarships you're actually eligible for and provide support for every step. No shortcuts, no rushed applications. As official representatives with universities like University of Exeter and University of St. Andrews and a 99% visa acceptance rate, our approach is proven. Apply to Empower Education Consultants and let us get it done the right way. As official representatives for the University of St. Andrews and the University of Exeter, Empower Education Consultant ensures that students get the top quality education from UK's finest institutes. We keep up to date with entry requirements, intakes, and application processes. Additionally, we offer our advice to various different students, recommending them universities based on their profiles and goals and objectives. Contact us today so we can get started on your application. If you are
University of Exeter presents Empower Super League Season 3. Sceptre taking on Nixor College in this Group A encounter. It's the second match on the trot for Sceptre. They are batting first. Hamza and Shazin Ali, the two openers, are ready to face the first ball. I think it's Hamza, the skipper, who will be facing the first delivery from the fast bowler. Starts off with a gentle full toss, but it was played towards mid-off for no run. It's never easy for a team to play back-to-back matches, even if it's a T20 format, but they must have gained a lot of confidence after registering their first victory yesterday against FPS. Even yesterday, they were batting first. Although they lost the toss, they were put into bat first by the captain. Managed to score 174, and they were able to win the game comfortably by 68 runs. Slightly uppish, but they've got a fielder down there at the deep. Third man is in place. First runs on the board for Sceptre, and Hamza gets off the mark with a single. While talking about Nixor College, they have built a legacy in this Empower Super League cricket tournament. The previous two editions were won by the boys in orange, but it's a new looked squad, quite a lot of youngsters. So let's see how they perform in the third edition of Empower Super League. Shahzain Ali, the man on the strike, although the previous delivery was well outside the off stump and it was given as a wide as well. The man of the match for Sceptre College in the previous match. Runs with the bat, got 3 wickets as well. So brilliant all-rounder, Shahzain. They've come out with a different opening pair today. It was Shahzain and Sameed who opened the innings yesterday, but it's the captain who is out there in the middle today. Good decent starters from Shamir up till now. He has tried to look as straight as possible, apart from that delivery that was wide outside the off stump. Although it's a very pocket-sized ground, you always get to see a lot of runs on these pitches, but there is always something available for the fast bowler, especially with the new ball. And they would want to get rid of Shahzain as early as possible. Right in that block hole. Lovely delivery once again from Shamir. He's trying to bowl full. He's looking to get as much movement as possible with this new ball in the air. Scored a lovely half century in the previous match, Shahzain, while coming in to open the innings alongside his partner Sameed, who was dismissed early, but then he was able to stitch a huge partnership along with Usaid, who also had a pretty decent outing. Was out on 48, got a wicket, caused a run out as well. Was looking to drive that one. Gus got a thick edge and will get off the mark with a single as well towards third man. So both the openers getting off the mark in an identical fashion. Getting a single towards deep third man. Although on that occasion, Shahzain was just looking to have a drive at that one. Couldn't time it nicely. You could see the fielder standing at almost the second slip region. Now that is well outside the off stump. At this time, the ball has been given as a no ball since it pitched outside the playing turf. So a wide and now a no ball early on from Shamir, and that means Hamza will get a free hit on the next ball. He's bowling at a decent pace, so that's why the captain has taken a fielder at deep third and a fielder at deep fine leg. The first two fielders inside the inner ring during the power play. Well, he missed out. It was slightly short. He was looking to have a pull at that one. Unfortunately, the ball bouncing a little more than he expected. So free hit couldn't be utilized. It's a dot delivery to end the over. First over done and dusted. Sceptre College are 4 for no loss.
You're looking for scholarships, then you need to listen up. From US to UK, various universities offer different merit-based scholarships. At Empower Education Consultants, we help students identify which scholarships they are actually eligible for and apply within the correct deadlines. If you want proper scholarship guidance, then don't procrastinate. Contact Empower Education Consultants today and let's get started on your application.
Hello from the University of Exeter, one of the top 15 universities in the UK, and through our partner Empower, based in Pakistan, many different scholarships are available worth up to £10,000. We're one of the top accredited business schools in the world. We're also one of the top ranked universities for career support with a 92% graduate employability rating. We'd look forward to receiving your application.
So fast bowler from one end and the off spinner from the other. Hamza has taken the ball from the other end, the off spinner. We saw a couple of singles and a wide and a no ball in the first over from Shamil, so no aggression so far from both these openers. Full toss, hit straight, gets it past mid off. This will be the first boundary of the game. Hardly any follow through there from Shahzain Ali, but that shows that how good a form he is in with the bat. An effortless stroke, got it far from the bowler, and then there was no chance for mid off to cut that one off. That is how sweetly he was able to time it. We saw both these sides conceding a lot of extra runs in the previous match if we talk about Sceptre and FPS. So as a bowling team, if you want to restrict the opposition on a low and a modest total, you've got to make sure that you don't really bowl a lot of wides or no balls. The long on was back, so that allowed Shahzain to pick up an easy single straight down the ground. They've got two fielders out there in the deep for the off spinner, long on and deep mid wicket, something you expect when the off spinner usually operates against two right-handers. Remember, Nixor are the champions of the first two editions, so now that looks slightly straight, but it looked a little high as well, not given by the on-field umpire. He's not looking to turn the ball a great deal here, Hamza. He knows that it's very difficult to turn the ball, especially when it's hard and new. So you got to bowl as straight as possible. Bring those stumps and pads into play. Now that is short and wide and needed a better throw on that occasion. Shahzain was the one who was running towards the danger end. And if that ball would have hit the stumps directly, or if the throw would have been slightly straighter, he would have been in trouble. But a good comeback this from Hamza, especially after being struck for a boundary early on. Hits a trade, but this time he was able to stop that in his follow through. So 7 runs coming in that opening over from the off spinner. 2 overs are now done and dusted. Sceptre are 11 for no loss. Although in the previous over, the third man was pretty fine, but this time he was a little square, so he had to move towards his left, and he had to make sure that he stopped the ball with his left foot, which he did, and saved a couple of runs for his team. Hasn't really looked that fluent today so far, Shahzain Ali. Although yesterday, up till this point, he had already struck a couple of boundaries, but we have just seen 1-4 out of his bat. He has edged a couple of deliveries towards third man. Even the first run that he got off the bat wasn't really convincing. It's almost a similar pitch to what we witnessed yesterday when Sceptre were up against FPS. But you will definitely expect some quality bowling attack from Nixor College. Nicely driven, gets it in the gap. That's a quality stroke from Shahzain. Just when we were mentioning that he hasn't really got anything out of the middle, he showed his class all over again. It was pitched up, getting closer to the ball, making sure that he opens the face of the bat nicely and gets it through the gap on the offside. First convincing stroke from Shahzain Ali, and probably not the only one that we are going to witness today. Well, the boundary was struck on the offside. They have decided to change the field a bit. They've sent that fielder at deep mid wicket. The fielder from the slip cordon has been taken off. He is now standing at short mid wicket. And he drives it again, gets it through the fielder at extra cover, but mid off does a brilliant job. He definitely saved 3 runs there for his team. A good diving effort to his left and ensured that Shahzain won't get another boundary. So 3 overs are now done. Sceptre have gone up to a confident start. They are 20 for no loss.
और स्टेज फिर से सजेगा, फिर दिल से सीटी बजेगी और
wickets early on. An attempted slower delivery, but he was able to time it. Still couldn't get it past the inner field on the offside. But Zain is right now is just looking to deal in boundaries. It's a very decent opening partnership between the skipper and Shahzain Ali. Shahzain, once again, the man who has been the aggressor in this opening stand. Umpires are just having a word with those fielders at long on and the bowler. Meanwhile, that allowed Shahzain to get a bit of a breather. Now the fine leg is up, third man is back. And he got the fielder a deep square leg. And he has always looked very vigilant to get that single, Hamza. As soon as the ball comes from the middle of the blade, you can see him just taking a step or two forwards, showing his interest to get to the other end. Even when the ball has gone straight to those fielders, if you look at the field on the offside, you can clearly see a fielder at point, a fielder at cover, and extra cover. So there is hardly a big gap available between them. The fielding effort has been slightly awkward now. It should have been just a run, but they have managed to convert that into a couple. So good running by both these openers. It was a nice short delivery attempted by Shamir. Somehow Shahzain was able to get it towards fine leg, who fumbled up a bit, and that allowed the batters to come back for the second. Running between the wickets has been on point. Shahzain has been able to get those boundaries, so you could say it has been a rapid start from Sceptre College. Slightly uppish. Just gets it over extra cover. He won't get a boundary. Will just be content with that single, but you could say that it was a half of an opportunity created by the bowler. Shahzain was deceived by the lack of pace, and he was playing much away from the body as well. That's why he just couldn't control that stroke. It was up in the air, but luckily it was away from the fielder at cover. Decent figures this from the fast bowler, but he would have loved to add something to that wickets column. Shamir. Looking to play away from the body, just missing it altogether. It's a dot delivery to end the over. Just 4 runs in that over from Shamir. A much better effort from the fast bowler. 5 overs are now done and dusted.
हर तारा है हमारा, हर सपना है हमको प्यारा, हमको तुम अब न रोको, जो चाहे दिल वो करेगा.
So the two teams that are contesting the second match of the day, Sceptre, consists of their captain, Mohammad Hamza, Shahzain Ali, Harun Faraz, Usaid, Zain Sajjad, Abdul Rahman, Alian Farhan, Abdul Hadi, Ahmed Bhatti, and Sameed, the unchanged playing 11. And talk about Nixor, who are playing their first match, Mustafa, Saad Khan, the skipper, Ariz Ashir, Mustafa Fayaz, Nail Ali, Umar Admani, Rahim Adnan, Rahil, Hamza Unwala, and Shamir. Now he gets it over extra cover, but couldn't get it past mid-off. It's the last over of the power play, so you could expect Shahzain to go for as many boundaries as possible, and that was an opportunity right there for him. But just couldn't get it over the fielder at mid-off. Flicks it to square leg. Now it's got to be always on your toes, especially those fielders inside the inner ring, because the ball usually travels very quickly in the outfield, and as soon as you get to the ball, you got to make sure that you choose the right end to throw. Hamza, who is always looking for a single, will definitely give you an opportunity to get himself run out. That's why you got to make sure that you target his end more often. Off the back foot, but will just get a run towards long on. Nixor ideally would have loved to get a wicket or two in the first 6 overs, something that they haven't really managed to do. Remember, Sceptre have got a very decent bowling attack, so anything over 150, 160 will be difficult for Nixor to chase down. Need a direct hit, still couldn't hit it. Although they have run well between the wickets, both these openers, but you can clearly see that Hamza is slightly slow as compared to his partner. And Nixor, well, they spotted that. That's why they threw at the non-striker's end. Full toss. Well, Shahzain will think that it was an opportunity that was missed. On the other hand, that fielder at mid-off, the ball wasn't really far away from him. A diving effort would have made things interesting, but luckily, nothing more than a single was taken. Well, in the previous season, we saw Abdullah Shiraz from Nixor College, who had a brilliant outing in both the tournaments, who was the one who was scoring runs at will, but it's a new look and a young squad that Nixor have assembled in this edition, so let's see how they perform against the other teams. 6 overs are now done and dusted. The batting power play is over. Mujtaba replacing Shamir. So they have stick with pace from that particular end. We saw Shamir bowling 3 overs, but he went for 17, and now Mustafa also seems to be a fast bowler, replacing him. Ideally, Nixor would have wanted to get a wicket or two in the first 6 overs, but that couldn't really happen. We saw Shahzain Ali once again being the aggressor in this opening partnership, and Hamza, who has supported him decently. His strike rate is slightly on the lower side if you talk about the captain, but he has stuck out there. He has made sure that he really didn't offer any loose strokes. They do realize that if they're going to keep wickets in hand, they can put up runs on the board, and even if they can go past 160, 170, it's going to be a difficult chase for Nixor. Flashing blade, and he's going to get a boundary on the offside. Mushtaba just pitching it up outside the off, and Shazin Ali just loves there. Now he goes over the bowler's head. Mid-off was up, long on is still far away, and he won't be able to stop it. Short of authority from Shahzain Ali, as that boundary also brings up the 50 for Sceptre. Couple of deliveries ago, the length was much fuller. This time it was slightly shorter, but it seems like Shahzain Ali was waiting for it, and he was able to hit it nicely over the bowler's head. An attempted slower delivery gets it past the fielder on the offside. He'll get his third boundary in a row, Hamza. In fact, it's for Shahzain Ali once again. So after a decent couple of deliveries, the next three balls have been hit away comfortably over the boundary ropes. Two on the offside, one over the bowler's head. So this opening stand is now flourishing for Sceptre College, and these are dangerous signs for Nixor. They need to break this partnership as early as possible. And they've got a fielder at square leg. He won't get a boundary, but if they run well, they would come back for the second. Shahzain Ali also wasn't entrusted. With that single, he now gets into the 40s. Remember, he got a half century yesterday, and to come back all over again and to score runs once again with the bat, it's a brilliant effort from the opener. So an expensive start this from Murtaba. We saw 3 boundaries and a couple of singles coming off it. It's 57 for no loss after 7 overs. So it's going to be changed from both ends, as the leg spinner is now coming on to replace Hamza Donwala. For Umar on that occasion, as Shahzain Ali was able to get it, just guiding it to the right of the fielder at a short third. The batting power play is done, so you could see the field has been relaxed. 5 fielders are now standing at the boundary ropes, and that will present more opportunities for Hamza to pick up singles easily. Hits that one hard, but there is protection out there at long off. And that's what happens when you've got a batter in a very good form, that even if the other batter who is not striking at even 100 runs per 100 balls, you can still make sure that you can end up with a scoring rate of somewhere between 8 and 9. And this is something that Sceptre have been able to achieve up till now. Although we haven't really seen a boundary being hit from the skipper, but Shahzin Ali has batted beautifully. And he's now middling almost everything. He's getting closer to one more half century of this tournament. That will be his second on the trot. Well, now did that bounce twice before it reached the keeper? I think it did. And that's why it's been given as a no ball by the on-field umpire. So Hamza will get a free hit to face. Slightly short, hits it powerfully, gets it in the gap, but a brilliant effort from the long on fielder. Saved a couple of runs there for his team. All that was slightly short, and you could see that a 4 was written all over it, but a wonderful effort from that fielder at long on, diving to his right, making sure that they saved those 2 valuable runs for their team. This time it was down the leg side. It was missed by the batter as well as by the wicket keeper. Fine leg is still running, but I don't think he'll be able to retrieve that ball back. 5 wides given by the field umpire, so not a decent start this from Umar, the leg spinner. So far, it's the defending champions who are at the receiving end. They haven't really been able to break this opening partnership, and we haven't really seen any sort of pressure being built on these 2 openers. It's going to be another wide or maybe a no ball. Yep, definitely pitching outside the playing wicket. So, second no ball now of the over. Another free hit for the skipper. Will he be able to utilize it? Remember, Nixor cannot alter their field. It's short. He has put that in the air, and it's going to go over mid-wicket for the first maximum of the innings. It was a similar delivery that he was attempting to hit a boundary early on. This time he got more bat onto it, waited for it, pulled that one nicely. It went up in the air and it went comfortably over mid-wicket for the first maximum now of the innings. He puts that one in the air. Chance for the fielder and taken. Who would have thought that on a delivery that was on the leg side, it was that short in length? Hamza could have easily put that one away for a 6 or for a boundary, but unfortunately he got Ruhail at square leg. And Umar, after conceding 19 runs in this over, finally manages to break this opening partnership. Middle it to perfection, but couldn't get it over that fielder at square leg. Good catch taken. And he was pretty pumped up. So Hamza the man dismissed, but not before he played a supporting hand in this opening partnership. He walks back after scoring 18. Sceptre are now 76 for 1.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Aileen. I'm a second-year Pakistani international student studying business and environment at the University of Exeter, Penryn campus. Life here has honestly been such a special experience. On campus, I'll either be working in the library or walking through the green spaces. It's so good on a sunny day. On the weekends, I'll be in a cute cafe in Falmouth, getting lunch with friends or exploring the beautiful natural landscapes. There are also tons of unique charity shops, and of course there's Chintz, the dreamiest little jazz bar for evenings out. When I'm up in Exeter, the Streatham campus is so vibrant. Of course there's a forum. and getting around campus is really easy with the train station and bus stops just next door. Plus, there are loads of places to eat. My personal favorite is FA's, especially after night out. Life here is calm, creative, and full of community, and you'll be sure to fit just right in.
At Empower Education Consultants, we guide students through the entire process, from shortlisting courses and universities to crafting personal statements to tracking deadlines and submitting visa applications. We also help identify scholarships you're actually eligible for.
So finally, Nixor were able to break this opening partnership when they got rid of the opposition skipper Hamza, who was taken very nicely down there at deep square leg of the last ball of the previous over. And that now brings Usaid, but he's at the non-striker's end right now. As we see another bowling change being made. Off spinner being introduced. And he also starts off with a wide down the leg side. So they've got a wicket early on now, but it's important that they also stop the flow of runs because Sceptre are almost scoring at 10 and over. And they will keep on doing that because both these batters are in very decent touch with the bat. Shahzain Ali, who is coming back fresh from a half century that he got. He's very close to getting another one. And he's now being joined by Usaid, who's also scored quick fire 48 the other day. A chance of another wicket. He looks very confident, the wicket keeper. It was much slower through the air from Rahim. Shahzain was looking to use his feet, got beaten by the lack of pace. The wicket keeper took the bails off. The decision has been deferred upstairs. It could be touch and go for the right-handed batter. It definitely looked like that he moved his back foot, but was he able to plant his back foot back inside the crease at the right time or not? The replay will suggest that. It was much slower through the air. He was drawn forwards. And the wicketkeeper did a brilliant job to take the bails off. And it seems like his foot was in the air and it was on the line by the time the ball hit the stump. So Shahzain Ali will have to walk back to the dugout. It's a brilliant piece of bowling and a wonderful wicket keeping from the keeper behind the stumps. Shahzain, who was drawn forwards, just couldn't really time the ball, and the ball was nicely gathered by the wicket keeper. He was able to take the bails off, and Shahzain will have to walk back to the dugout. So quick wickets for Nixor College. 2 wickets in 2 consecutive overs for the boys in orange. Shahzain played brilliantly once again at the top of the order, but will be slightly disappointed that he couldn't really carry on once his captain was dismissed in the previous over. He walks back after scoring a quick fire 42 of just 34 deliveries. Sceptre are now 77 for 2. So the wicketkeeper batter Hardy walks in at number 4. Well, the impact was slightly outside the off stump, and that's why it wasn't given out like before. But Nixor College, all of a sudden, you could see a new energy on all these fielders. Even the previous delivery was turning back into the right-hander. On that occasion, he was on the back foot. Slightly uppish, and they decided to throw at the striker's end. Now, this is what happened yesterday as well. When they lost wickets in the middle overs, they couldn't really recover. And at one stage, they were comfortable to score more than 190, but they were able to score 174. There's still a couple of balls remaining in this over. The first delivery of this over was a wide down the leg side, and after that, just 4 deliveries have been bowled. A wicket and a single has come off it so far. So Usaid will be on strike for the first time in this match. And Sceptre would be expecting him to put up big runs on the board because he is the man in form. But Rahim so far is bowling at a decent line and length. They still have one more ball remaining in this over. Although it has been a lovely over so far from Rahim. Probably the only over where the bowler has just conceded a couple of runs. He's hit that in the air and he's just getting over extra cover. So first attempted stroke has gone for a 6 over extra cover. So good start this from Usaid. But not a decent way to end the over. A wicket taking over, but that ends with a 6 over the offside. Nine overs done. Sceptre are now 84 for 2. Nine overs, 84 for 2. Into his second over now, Umar, and once again he starts off with a wide delivery outside the off stump. We saw him bowling a couple of no balls in the previous over as well, but he was somehow able to break the opening partnership when he got rid of Hamza. It's a top edge. It's a simple opportunity for the fielder at extra cover, and they take another one. So 3 wickets in 3 overs now for Nixor College, and they have made a grand comeback in this match. It's never easy when you're looking to play against their turn with the ball turning away from you. Hadi was looking to play it on the onside, close of the face of the bat a little too early, and a simple chance for the captain at extra cover. So Umar all of a sudden has now picked up a couple of wickets. Sceptre, who were going all guns blazing in the first 8 overs, have now lost 3 wickets in quick succession. They are 85 for 3. straight away has been able to hit it over the bowler's head, but couldn't really get it past mid-off. So leg spinner Omar, although he was very expensive in that first over, but now with his couple of wickets, Nixor will start to believe once again that they can restrict Sceptre to a modest total. He goes over extra cover once again now. Doesn't really carry to the fielder. Well, this is a region that he has targeted a lot more in this inning so far, Usaid. And we saw him getting a lot of runs yesterday when he was looking to give himself room and getting it over mid-off or extra cover. It's his been preferred region, Usaid. Gets another wicket, does Omar. He gets 2 in this over. And all of a sudden, Sceptre had been pushed back on the back foot. Last 3 overs have clearly belonged to the boys in orange. Once again, a flighted delivery. Look at how much away from the line of leg stump he got. Exposed all his stumps, and Umar was able to hit the top of off. So 2 wickets in the over. Zaid Sajjad could only last a couple of deliveries. He's walking back after scoring 1. And Sceptre are in a deep trouble. They are 87 for 4.
And provide support for every step. No shortcuts, no rushed applications. As official representatives with universities like University of Exeter and University of St. Andrews and a 99% visa acceptance rate, our approach is proven. Apply to Empower Education Consultants and let us get it done the right way. As official representatives for the University of St. Andrews and the University of Exeter, Empower Education Consultant ensures that students get the top quality education from UK's finest institutes. We keep up to date with entry requirements, intakes and application processes. Additionally, we offer our advice to various different students.
So left-handed Faraz walks in at number 6 now for Sceptre College. In the blink of an eye, within a span of 3 overs, Sceptre, who were going very strong when both the openers were out there, but all of a sudden they have lost 4 wickets. And the credit should be given to the way the spinners have operated, especially Umar, who was expensive to start off with, but he now has got 3 wickets, as well as Rahim, who got the big man, Shahzain Ali, in his previous over. So 10 overs now done. Sceptre are in a bit of a bother. They are 87 for 4.
पति फड़ पावे लाए तो तोड़ पावे मेरे अल्लो कख ना तू कर मेरी बात सुने सर उतार के तू हैंड फ्री मैदान में तू आ पावे बन जा तू रेफरी रहन दे तू सारियां फिर गल्ला एडा रहंदा नहीं तू जेफरी बाद में हलचल करना तू गड़बड़ गेंद जरा फेंकनी मैं शॉट है गुमारा जिਵੇਂ साहिब हैसियत निंजा टर्टल तेरी मेरी रगों में जो खून
Into his second over now, Rahim, and Usaid is still looking to go for his big shots, but right now he needs to bat a little more sensibly because Sceptre, we saw them suffering a collapse yesterday as well when at one stage they were 130 odd for 3 and they could only score 174. So a lot depends on how Usaid operates from here on for Sceptre. Ideally, they would love him to stay out there till the 20th over, and he can't afford to play a few quiet overs right now. Doesn't really need to go after the bowling, knowing the fact that not a lot of runs were scored by their middle order or the lower order yesterday. So he can still deal in singles and make sure that You play quietly for the next 5 overs, and then you can start going big in the last 3 or 4 overs. And he's very lucky to get away with that because he's once again looking to give himself room. And on that occasion, the ball just bouncing over the stumps. Rahim knows that he's looking to target him, so he's flying the ball a great deal. He's not looking to push that one quicker. Living dangerously now, said. First 8 overs, they were 77 for no loss, and after that, it's been a completely different story for Sceptre. He decides to go straight. Mid-off was up. He's running back. He'll be able to retrieve the ball just before the boundary ropes. Couple of runs taken by the right-hander. He's a very strong player on the outside, so I won't mind seeing a fielder at long off and a fielder at deep extra cover, especially against someone like Usaid, who hasn't really looked to hit anything on the leg side up till now. Everything has been on the off side or over the bowler's head. He makes sure that he gets a single of the last ball so that he can retain the strike at the start of next over. A pretty decent over once again comes to an end from Rahim. 11 done. Sceptre are 90 for 4.
Recommending them universities based on their profiles and goals and objectives. Contact us today so we can get started on your application. If you are looking for scholarships, then you need to listen up. From US to UK, various universities offer different merit-based scholarships. At Empower Education Consultants, we help students identify which scholarships they are actually eligible for and apply within the correct deadlines. If you want proper scholarship guidance, then don't procrastinate. Contact Empower Education Consultants today and let's get started on your application.
Second match of Empower Super League Season 3 is underway, where Sceptre are taking on the 2 times champion Nixor College. And right now I've got the head coach of Nixor College with us, who has been a part of ESL family for all 3 years, Mr. Samuels. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. कैसा देखते हैं एम्पावर एजुकेशन कंसल्टेंट्स के इस इनिशिएटिव को? 3 साल से टूर्नामेंट्स हो रहा है एंड निक्सर ऑब्वियसली हैज बीन द डिफेंडिंग चैंपियंस इन बोथ द सीजंस.
खैर टूर्नामेंट तो कराची का एक ज़बरदस्त सबसे कह सकता हूँ कि बेहतर टूर्नामेंट है और 2 साल से डिफेंडिंग चैम्पियन हैं. अभी शुरू में थोड़ा विकेट अर्ली नहीं गिर सकी, लेकिन अभी जिस तरह कम बैक है तो 130-135 तक हम रुकेंगे. और रहा बैटिंग, तो बैटिंग में भी मेरे पास हैं, पिछले जैसी बैटिंग तो नहीं है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि बैटिंग नहीं है. 4 से 5 बैट्समैन हैं जो हम 130-135 तो रोकेंगे और इंशाल्लाह हम कुछ 20 ओवर से पहले ही चेस कर लेंगे.
पिछले 2 सीजन्स में हमने देखा काफ़ी अच्छे प्लेयर्स आपने निकाले और आगे वो भी मल्टीपल टूर्नामेंट्स खेलते हैं, जिसमें अब्दुल्ला शराज हो गए या अम्मार जो आपके कैप्टन थे। तो अब काफ़ी नई लुकिंग स्क्वाड नज़र आ रहा है, यंगस्टर नज़र आ रहे हैं, लेकिन वही एनर्जी हमें एक बार फिर देखने को मिली है निक्सर कॉलेज की टीम में।
नहीं, असल में देखें, हमारे पास इस टीम में सिर्फ एक A2 है, बाकी सारे AS हैं। अभी समझे कि पहला साल है इनका, तो थोड़ी टीम पिछले साल के मुकाबले पे तो मैं कहूँगा कि 100% नहीं है, मतलब 60-70% हो गई। लेकिन यही बच्चे इंशाल्लाह अगले साल और बेहतर हो जाएंगे। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि ये बच्चे अच्छे नहीं हैं, लेकिन हमार फारूक और अब्दुल्ला शराज जैसे इनको टाइम लगेगा, क्योंकि उनको भी निक्सर के लिए खेलते खेलते 4 साल हुए थे। तो इन सब का ये पहला साल है। इंशाल्लाह अगले साल ये और इम्प्रूव करेंगे और सेम अब्दुल्ला शराज और अमार फारूक जैसी परफॉर्मेंस देंगे।
सैमुअल्स, आपने तो मल्टीपल टूर्नामेंट्स कवर भी किए हैं, इंटर कॉलेज लेवल पे और भी टूर्नामेंट्स होते हैं, तो खास तौर पे अगर हम इस टूर्नामेंट का जिक्र करें ESL, जो मुसलसल 3 सालों से होता आ रहा है, काफ़ी कंसिस्टेंट है। ताकि हम फॉर्मेट की अगर बात करें, मुख्तसर ऐसी टीम्स होते हैं लेकिन कॉम्पिटिटिव क्रिकेट देखने को मिलती है, तो किस तरह रैंक करेंगे ESL को बाकी और टूर्नामेंट से?
देखिए, एक तो ये 20 ओवर का मैच है, प्रॉपर क्रिकेट खेलने को मिलती है। और बाकी जैसे सीडर सुपर हिट है, अच्छा है, लेकिन ये प्रॉपर क्रिकेट 20 ओवर खेलने को मिल रही है। तो मैं ये कहूँगा कि कराची का ये सबसे बेस्ट, मैं इसको रैंक करूँगा तो नंबर 1 ही कहूँगा।
और ESL की मैनेजमेंट को क्या कहेंगे कि किस तरह से उन्होंने अब तक की जो कंसिस्टेंटली परफॉर्म किया है, मतलब टीम्स को असेंबल करने में, फिर इस बात को मेक श्योर करने में कि आपका जो स्क्वाड हो उसमें सारे A लेवल प्लेयर्स ही खेलें?
नहीं, बिल्कुल बहुत अच्छे से मैनेज करते हैं और बड़े कोऑपरेटेड हैं। कहीं कोई प्रेशर या कुछ ऐसा नहीं, बड़े अच्छे से उन बात करना और हर टाइम हर चीज़ मैनेज करने की कोशिश करते हैं। और ऑलमोस्ट कोई ऐसा नहीं नज़र आता कि कुछ मैं कह सकूं कि उन्होंने ये बुरा किया या अच्छा नहीं किया। बहुत अच्छा ऑर्गेनाइज होता है। मेरी तरफ से तो मुबारक के मुस्तक है कि भाई उनको मुबारकबाद देनी चाहिए। मैंने बहुत सारे टूर्नामेंट खेले, बिल्कुल आप सही कह रहे हैं, लेकिन मैं फिर भी यही कहूँगा कि इनकी मैनेजमेंट भी बहुत अच्छी है।
ऑल द बेस्ट सर सैमुअल्स, आपकी टीम अभी काफ़ी अच्छी पोजीशन में है, एंड लेट्स होप दैट दे गो ऑन विद परफॉर्म वेल। So that was the head coach of Nixor College, Sir Samuels, with us, and let's head towards the match once again. So the left arm spinner, Saad, now has been introduced into the attack for the first time in this innings. As expected, Usaid is once again fighting very hard for his team. He is able to hit that one up in the air and over the fielder at extra cover. It's a bread and butter stroke for someone like Usaid. He has always looked to hit over extra cover. Whenever he has looked to hit a boundary, he has been able to middle them. We are yet to see a stroke on the leg side from the right-hander. That's his preferred region. And this time also he was able to get it over the fielder out there in the deep. Now, was there an edge? There was definitely some turn and bounce available from Saad, and he wasn't really happy by the effort from the wicket keeper. They do realize that if they can get rid of Usaid right now, they can restrict Sceptre to a very small total. Hits it in the air, just gets it over point. He's got a huge chase. The ball is just slowing down He manages to push it back, and they were able to come back for the second as well.
मार किसको है अलग टाइट है आपस की बात आधे बाल भी आए हैं दूध पिलाया है बिल्ली है बिल्ला
That's the first log sweep that he attempted, but the ball just staying under bat. But a decent start is from the left arm spinner. He got some turn, he got some bounce. Unlucky that the ball wasn't taken by the wicket keeper when the outside edge wasn't used, but that was a quality stroke from Usaid, making sure that he's still standing tall and fighting against the all odds. So 14 done, Sceptre at 109 for 4.
Hello from the University of Exeter, one of the top 15 universities in the UK, and through our partner Empower, based in Pakistan, many different scholarships are available worth up to £10,000. We're one of the top accredited business schools in the world. We're also one of the top ranked universities for career support with a 92% graduate employability rating. We'd look forward to receiving your application.
Change of ends for the leg spinner Omar. 3 for 32 so far for him. He bowled 3 overs from the other end. Now he's been asked to complete his spell from the opposite end. The ball just bouncing and turning a little more than he expected. Remember his first over, he went for 19 and he was able to break that opening partnership. But after that, he has looked so much in control. His line and length has significantly improved. Apart from this one, which was once again outside the off stump, but he was the one who was able to get a couple of more wickets in his very next over when he got rid of Hardy and then the left-hander. So 24 runs have been added by these two for the 5th wicket partnership. They're still adjusting the field for Usaid. He goes straight. Now it's up in the air. It's an opportunity for the fielder at long on, and he puts that one down. Well, Omar got so close of picking up another wicket, and that would have been a huge one since Usaid has been the one who has been dealing in boundaries right now. It was pitched up. The invitation was there to go for that big stroke. Might have been a wrong one as well. He was looking to go over mid-wicket, just slicing it up, and the long on fielder, well, could have come up with a decent effort. Now, was that another one put down at mid-wicket? It was very close to that fielder inside the inner ring. Although on that occasion, it was the left-handed batter Harun Faraz, but they would take any wicket right now. Nixor.
घर ही जाएगा हैं घर जाएगा सीधा फिर पहुंचेगा 7 बजे तक नहीं 3 सवा 3 साढ़े 3 पौने 4 4 साढ़े 5
Hits it powerfully, gets it past mid-off. This will run away for 4, so not a good effort there from the fielder inside the inner ring. It was a half tracker, and once again Usaid targeting his favorite region, giving himself room and crashing it towards mid-off. A better effort and they would have got just a run, but a misfield allowed them to get a boundary in the process.
मैच 2 क्या भेजा तुमने अभी भेजा अभी
118 for 4 after 15 overs. So Omar finishing his spell, giving away 41 runs, but getting 3 wickets in the process. Chance of a catch, and it was put down. Well, he went there with one hand. I guess it was Hamza Donwala at extra cover. He's very tall. Maybe he considered that as a tape ball. That's why he was looking to take that catch with one hand. But unfortunately, the ball couldn't really stick. Well, you can't really say that the opportunities haven't really come in the direction of Nixor College. It's just the fact that they haven't really been able to take them. He goes straight now, and he'll get it over mid-off. Now, why was that fielder standing well ahead of the boundary ropes? When he was standing outside the inner ring, you got to be at the edge of the boundary ropes, but he was standing in front, and I think Usaid spotted that. He once again gave himself room, just flat bats it, and got it comfortably over the long off's head to get another boundary for himself. So they were in trouble at one stage when they were 87 for 4, but now they are still looking in a very decent position at 123. And you can easily add 4 more runs to that. Or, yup. First by the fielder at point, and then the deep extra cover fielder couldn't get anywhere close to that as he got another boundary, Usaid. Saw just still dropping that one very short, and he had to wait for that one, just placing it past that fielder at point. Similar delivery. This time he smashes that one towards long on, a better effort. And Usaid will just get a run. Now, he was out dismissed on 48 yesterday. I'm pretty sure he will look to get to that personal milestone and probably add more to that. Saad is ambidextrous. He's bowling as a right arm off spinner to the left-handers and as a left arm orthodox to the right-hander. It's going to be a wide. So his first over went pretty smoothly, but this one has been slightly expensive, and you can't really blame him. A couple of boundaries that he has conceded was just because of the fact that we couldn't really get to see a decent effort from the fielders out there in the deep. Have a look at the amount of turn he's getting on this pitch. So these are good signs for Sceptre as well, because they're going to be bowling second. They'll be getting a lot of purchase as well on this track, because their bowling attack relies heavily on the spinners, as we saw yesterday. He bowled as an off spinner, gets an inside half of the bat, will still get a run, Usaid, and he'll keep the strike at the start of next over. Sceptre 132 for 4 after 16.
Hi, I'm Aileen. I'm a second-year Pakistani international student studying business and environment at the University of Exeter, Penryn campus. Life here has honestly been such a special experience. On campus, I'll either be working in the library or walking through the green spaces. It's so good on a sunny day. On the weekends, I'll be in a cute cafe in Falmouth, getting lunch with friends or exploring the beautiful natural landscapes. There are also tons of unique charity shops, and of course there's Chintz, the dream
of the innings. It was Rahim and Umar, the two spinners who did the damage with the ball. Rahim getting one, and then we saw Umar getting 3 wickets in his spell today. Oh, I could say has been slightly unlucky as well, Rahim, because the way he has bowled, he could have easily got few more wickets today. On a couple of occasions, we have seen the batters looking to give himself room, and they're just been very lucky. He hasn't really looked to bowl quicker. He's just looking to fly the ball because he knows that Usaid will be looking to come after him. And in the process, he can present the opportunity. Well, he did that in the previous over from Umar when the catch was put down by the fielder at long on. And have a look at that delivery. If the ball had been straighter and that hadn't turned, it would have crashed onto the middle stump. This time he gets a wicket. Almost similar delivery. Usaid was looking to give himself room. The length was slightly fuller and it didn't bounce a great deal. He missed it altogether and the ball hitting the top of middle stump. So the pressure was mounting on Usaid after facing 4 consecutive dot deliveries, so he had to do something different. He wanted to go straight over the bowler's head. The ball just turned a little inside and was able to hit the top of middle. So another wicket falls for Sceptre, but not before Usaid once again provided a valuable contribution for his team. He was out on 48 yesterday, scored 43 today. He's going to get a standing ovation from his team. It's 132 for 5. Samid has walked into bat at number 7. Gets a leading edge, but didn't carry to any of those fielders inside the ring or to the bowler. So wicket made in the 17th over of the innings. Rahim getting a couple of wickets for just 12 in his 4 overs today. Probably the pick of the bowlers for the men in orange. After 17, the score stays on 132 for 5.
Amy's little jazz bar for evenings out. When I'm up in Exeter, the Streatham campus is so vibrant. Of course, there's a forum, and getting around campus is really easy with the train station and bus stops just next door. Plus, there are loads of places to eat. My personal favorite is FA's, especially after night out. Life here is calm, creative, and full of community, and you'll be sure to fit just right in.
Hamza Donwala returns to the bowling attack. Now it's a pretty decent position for Nixor College. If they can just tighten up the screws a little, they can still ensure that Sceptre do not go on to score more than 150 here today. Comes down the pitch and he'll be stumped. Have a look at the amount of turn Hamza Donwala was able to get on that one. It was outside the off stump. Well, the umpire has given that as a no ball. And now they have decided to go upstairs to see whether the wicketkeeper took the bails off from in front of the line of the stumps or not. Yep, clearly the wicketkeeper gathered the ball from in front of the line of the stumps, and that's why the umpire was right in calling that as a no ball. Usually, as a wicketkeeper, you got to wait for the ball to come to your gloves, and then you can take the bails off. But you could clearly see that his gloves were well in front of the line of the stumps, and that's why umpire rightly called it as a no ball. So it's going to be a free hit for the left-hander. It's a quicker one from Hamza Donwala. It's going to be a dot delivery. Although it was a lovely delivery from Hamza, and he was able to beat the batter with the lack of pace and the turn that he got. Needed a direct hit maybe because the batter, the non-striker's end, was very quick, Samid. Now he came out to open the innings yesterday, Samid, but now he has come out to bat at 7. Well, the captain was very hopeful that they can restrict Sceptre to 1 under 100, but they have been able to get more runs than that, as Samid will get another boundary over square leg. Pushed it slightly quicker, but it was on the leg stump. He sat down on one knee and made sure that he got it comfortably over the fielder at square leg. And he got 4 useful runs for his team. Even if he would have missed that, it would have still been a wide by the off-spinner. He goes for another one. The batter slipped. The wicketkeeper has been able to take the bails off, and the decision has been referred upstairs once again. Much slower through the air, much straighter. Looking for another sweep. The ball just bouncing over the bat and over the stumps. The wicketkeeper was able to take the bails off. You could see his back foot and the front foot slightly moving. But will Hamza be able to pick up another wicket? Only the replay will tell us. Yep, both his feet were out, but the bat was placed well inside by the time the wicketkeeper took the bails off. So Samid survives. And he'll have the opportunity of having another go at the off spinner. A couple of occasions the opportunities were created by Hamza Donwala, but in the first attempt we saw the wicketkeeper gathering the ball from in front of the line of the stumps, and now Samid has been able to get it over mid-wicket. Well, these are crucial runs towards the end of the innings for Sceptre College. They are marching along. They are still trying to post a decent total on the board, and if they can continue to bat this way, they can still get it over 160. Might have been a carom ball attempted by Hamza Donwala. He was able to get underneath that one and was able to hit it comfortably over mid-wicket. So 18 overs are now done. Sceptre are 144 for 5.
Empower Education Consultants, we guide students through the entire process, from shortlisting courses and universities to crafting personal statements to tracking deadlines and submitting visa applications. We also help identify scholarships you're actually eligible for and provide support for every step. No shortcuts, no rushed applications. As official representatives with universities like University of Exeter and University of St. Andrews and a 99% visa acceptance rate, our approach is proven. Apply to Empower Education Consultants and let us get it done the right way. as official representatives for the University of St. Andrews and the University of Exeter, empower
Well, the wicket on the very first ball for Asher. Harun was looking to shuffle across the off stump, and in the process, he exposed his stumps. Asher was bang on. He bowled it straight, and he was able to hit the middle stump in the process. He saw a few runs being scored in the previous over by the right-hander Samit, but now Faraz will have to walk back to the dugout. Sceptre have now lost their sixth. It's 144 for 6. So one left-hander departs, another one walks in. Farhan replacing Faraz, as Asher has just picked up his first wicket. Just 10 more deliveries left for Sceptre College to add some more runs to their total. They scored 174 yesterday, which they were able to defend easily. Now this might be a wide, and it is. So they're relying on their spinners to bowl these last overs of this innings. Nixor College gets another one. So he gets two left-handers now in his opening over. First it was Faraz, who was shuffling across the off-stump, was looking to scoop it over fine leg, and now Farhan to a delivery that was much straighter, and he should have been looking to drive that one towards mid-on. Instead, he was looking to play across the line over mid-wicket, missing the line of the ball completely as Asher picks up another wicket. So he's going to walk back without even troubling the scorers today, Farhan, as Sceptre have now lost their 7th. They are 145 for 7. So bringing an extra fielder on the offside inside the inner ring as Abdul Rahman comes out to bat at 9. Gets a no ball first up. Will get a single to get up the mark. But it's going to be a free hit next up for Samid. Changing his angle now, Asher. It's going to be another wide outside the off stump. Apart from the fact that he has picked up a couple of wickets, but he's bowled a no ball. He's bowled a couple of wides as well. And he gets another wicket. So whenever he has looked to bowl straight as possible, he has got the result in his favor. He's now got 3 wickets in the over, Asher. He can smile about that. But Sceptre are just losing momentum in these last couple of overs. Another straighter one. Samid was well early into that stroke. The ball arrived a little too late, and in the end it hit the leg stump. So third in the over for Asher. Sceptre losing another one. Samit walks back after scoring 12. They are 150 for 8. Non-strikers end. The fielders look very confident, but has the decision been referred upstairs?
वहाँ के लोगों ने बोला यार क्या बात कर रहे
So with just an over remaining, Sceptre College are 151 for 8 after 19 overs.
खुल के
Have somehow managed to go past 150. They'll be very relaxed by the fact that they've got some runs on the board, but it could have been a lot more than that, especially because of the start that they got early on when Shahzain Ali was batting with his captain Hamza. Low full toss. Now he'll be looking to run the batter out at the non-strikers end, but the dive saved Raza on that occasion. Has been a brilliant comeback from Nixor College. Remember, at one stage they were 77 for no loss. Then they lost 4 wickets in quick succession. Hussain came in, got 40 odd runs, but there was no other batter who could show any more resistance from Sceptre. Spinners once again stole the show for Nixor College today. We saw Omar getting 3 wickets, Rahim getting a couple, and then Arshad getting 3 in his first and only over of this innings. Hits that one over the bowler's head. He's not going to get a boundary, but he will be looking to come back for the second. The throw is at the striker's end, and the wicket keeper hasn't really taken the bails off. Both these batters are searching for some boundaries in these last couple of balls. Bowls a straighter one and gets the wicket. It was always on the cards because Raza was always looking to give himself room so that he can swing it towards the leg side. Mushtaba was spot on, bowling full, bowling straight. And it's the first time in this innings that we have seen a fast bowler getting a wicket. Right in that block hole, hitting the middle stump. And Sceptre lose one more. So Raza walking back after scoring a runner ball 4. Sceptre losing one more. They are 155 for 9. So the last ball of the innings coming up. Last man in for Sceptre College, and he bowls a no ball, a waist high no ball. It's going to be a run out at the striker's end. In fact, the innings is done and dusted. Although they're going to get one more extra run towards the end. So the wicketkeeper was spot on with an underarm throw, making sure that he hit the stumps before the batter Abdul Rahman could make his way inside the crease. So 156 is what Sceptre College have managed to score in their allotted 20 overs. Remember, they were bowled out. So it has been a wonderful comeback from the defending champions, Nixor College. From being 77 for no loss to being bundled out for 156 speaks volume of how well the spinners bowled in the middle stages of the innings as well as towards the death. Remember, Sceptre won the toss. They decided to bat first. The captain Hamza along with Shahzain Ali came out to open the innings. Shahzain once again scoring 42. Hamza was out scoring 18. He was the first man to be dismissed. Usaid came in, scored 43 of just 39, but we couldn't really see a lot of resistance being shown by the middle or the lower order today, apart from Sameed, who scored 12 of 6. As far as the bowling is concerned, the fast bowler started off with the new ball. But once again, it was the spinners who did all the damage. A wicket for Mujtaba, 3 for Omar, a couple of wickets for Rahim, and then Asher just bowling 1 over the 19th over where he got 3 wickets and got hit for 7. So 156 is what Sceptre College have managed in their first innings, and 157 will be the target for the defending champions to get off their campaign on a winning note.
Our education consultant ensures that students get the top quality education from UK's finest institutes. We keep up to date with entry requirements, intakes, and application processes. Additionally, we offer our advice to various different students, recommending them universities based on their profiles and goals and objectives. Contact us today so we can get started on your application. If you are looking for scholarships, then you need to listen up. From US to UK, various universities offer different merit-based scholarships. At Empower Education Consultants, we help students identify which scholarships they are actually eligible for and apply within the correct deadlines. If you want proper scholarship guidance, then don't procrastinate. Contact Empower Education Consultants today and let's get started on your application.
Hello from the University of Exeter, one of the top 15 universities in the UK, and through our partner Empower, based in Pakistan, many different scholarships are available worth up to £10,000. We're one of the top accredited business schools in the world. We're also one of the top ranked universities for career support with a 92% graduate employability rating. We'd look forward to receiving your application.
Hi, I'm Aileen. I'm a second-year Pakistani international student studying business and environment at the University of Exeter, Penryn campus. Life here has honestly been such a special experience. On campus, I'll either be working in the library or walking through the green spaces. It's so good on a sunny day. On the weekends, I'll be in a cute cafe in Falmouth, getting lunch with friends or exploring the beautiful natural landscapes. There are also tons of unique charity shops, and of course there's Chintz, the dreamiest little jazz bar for evenings out. When I'm up in Exeter, the Streatham campus is so vibrant. Of course there's a forum, and getting around campus is really easy with the train station and bus stops just next door. Plus there are loads of places to eat. My personal favourite is FA's, especially after night out. Life here is calm, creative, and full of community, and you'll be sure to fit just right in.
At Empower Education Consultants, we guide students through the entire process, from shortlisting courses and universities to crafting personal statements to tracking deadlines and submitting visa applications. We also help identify scholarships you're actually eligible for and provide support for every step. No shortcuts, no rushed applications. As official representatives with universities like University of Exeter and University of St. Andrews and a 99% visa acceptance rate, our approach is proven. Apply to Empower Education Consultants and let us get it done the right way. As official representatives for the University of St. Andrews and the University of Exeter, Empower Education Consultant ensures that students get the top quality education from UK's finest institutes. We keep up to date with entry requirements, intakes, and application processes. Additionally, we offer our advice to various different students, recommending them universities based on their profiles and goals and objectives. Contact us today so we can get started on your application. If you are looking for scholarships, then you need to listen up. From US to UK, various universities offer different merit-based scholarships. At Empower Education Consultants, we help students identify which scholarships they are actually eligible for and apply within the correct deadlines. If you want proper scholarship guidance, then don't procrastinate. Contact Empower Education Consultants today and let's get started on your application.
Hello from the University of Exeter, one of the top 15 universities in the UK, and through our partner Empower, based in Pakistan, many different scholarships are available worth up to £10,000. We're one of the top accredited business schools in the world. We're also one of the top ranked universities for career support with a 92% graduate employability rating. We'd look forward to receiving your application.
Hi, I'm Aileen. I'm a second-year Pakistani international student studying business and environment at the University of Exeter, Penryn campus. Life here has honestly been such a special experience. On campus, I'll either be working in the library or walking through the green spaces. It's so good on a sunny day. On the weekends, I'll be in a cute cafe in Falmouth, getting lunch with friends or exploring the beautiful natural landscapes. There are also tons of unique charity shops, and of course there's Chintz, the dreamiest little jazz bar for evenings out. When I'm up in Exeter, the Streatham campus is so vibrant. Of course there's a forum, and getting around campus is really easy with the train station and bus stops just next door. Plus there are loads of places to eat. My personal favourite is FA's, especially after night out. Life here is calm, creative, and full of community, and you'll be sure to fit just right in.
At Empower Education Consultants, we guide students through the entire process, from shortlisting courses and universities to crafting personal statements to tracking deadlines and submitting visa applications. We also help identify scholarships you're actually eligible for and provide support for every step. No shortcuts, no rushed applications. As official representatives with universities like University of Exeter and University of St. Andrews and a 99% visa acceptance rate, our approach is proven. Apply to Empower Education Consultants and let us get it done the right way. As official representatives for the University of St. Andrews and the University of Exeter, Empower Education Consultant ensures that students get the top quality education from UK's finest institutes. We keep up to date with entry requirements, intakes, and application processes. Additionally, we offer our advice to various different students, recommending them universities based on their profiles and goals and objectives. Contact us today so we can get started on your application. If you are looking for scholarships, then
So welcome back in the second innings of the second match of University of Exeter presents Empower Super League Season 3. Nixor College taking on Sceptre today here at Nader Al Burhani Cricket Ground. 156 has been the target that has been set by Sceptre College. The two openers of Nixor are already out there at the centre. Let's see whether they will be able to chase down the target or not. We saw FPS going down yesterday against Sceptre. Shahzain Ali with the new ball. Driven in the air, couldn't really carry to Usaid. It was a brilliant effort, nevertheless, from Usaid standing there at mid-off. It was slightly uppish. But a diving effort to his left and the ball just bouncing in front of his hands. But a good effort, nevertheless. And Shahzain was the pick of the bowlers yesterday as well for Sceptre College. He couldn't pick up wickets with the new ball, but came back strongly with the older ball. The second spell when he got 3 wickets. Yesterday they scored 174. Today they could score 156. So 157 is what Nixon needs to chase down. Slightly short, pulls that one away. Will get a boundary. Asher. Confident start is from the right-hander. Well, he just bowled 1 over today in the first innings, but he got 3 wickets. And Shahzain Ali just dropping it slightly short. He got it past the fielder at mid-wicket. And we know the outfield has been very quick here at Nader Al Burhani, as it usually is. And it's going to continue to stay that way. Driven on the offside. This time he gets it past Usaid and will get another boundary. Not a convincing stroke because he was hitting well away from his body there, Asher, but he was leaning in. He made sure that he get it all across the ground and was somehow managed to get it in the gap between extra cover and mid-off. It was a nice probing line and length from Shahzain. He was inviting the batter to go for the drive. He did, and he got it in the gap. So consecutive boundaries for Asher. Just dabs it towards third man. Some work to be done. And that will allow Asher to come back for another couple. He bowls at a decent pace, Shahzain Ali. So that's why you could see the fielder at deep third man. So whenever an edge has been found, they won't concede more runs than a single. And they've got a fielder at deep square leg because we have seen Asher pulling the ball as well earlier in this over. He goes up. It's an opportunity for Hussain. Will he be able to take it? He does. And Shahzain has picked up the first wicket. That too in the very first over. Now they had already got 10 runs in the opening over. Was there a need to go for that big stroke? It was a good length delivery. The ball might have held on to the pitch. He was looking to go straight, couldn't control it. And Hussain took a good catch running backwards. So he might have been hit for a couple of boundaries early on, but he strikes gold early on in this innings. Asher, the man, dismissed after scoring 10. Nixor are 10 for 1. Saad, the new man in at number 3 for Nixor. Well, definitely there was some bat involved. That's why it wasn't given out as leg before. But a good comeback. This from Shahzain Ali. He got struck for a couple of boundaries, got a wicket of Asher, and then a decent delivery to end the over. Chasing 157 today. Nixor are 10 for 1 after the first over.
You need to listen up. From US to UK, various universities offer different merit-based scholarships. At Empower Education Consultants, we help students identify which scholarships they are actually eligible for and apply within the correct deadlines. If you want proper scholarship guidance, then don't procrastinate. Contact Empower Education Consultants today and let's get started on your application.
Hello from the University of Exeter, one of the top 15 universities in the UK, and through our partner Empower, based in Pakistan, many different scholarships are available worth up to £10,000. We're one of the top accredited business schools in the world. We're also one of the top ranked universities for career support with a 92% graduate employability rating. We'd look forward to receiving your application.
Hi, I'm Aileen. I'm a second-year Pakistani international student studying business and environment at the University of Exeter, Penryn campus. Life here has honestly been such a special experience.
Zaid Sajjad will share the new ball alongside Shahzain Ali, the off spinner. Starts off with a full toss, gets it in the gap, RS. A gentle flick will earn him a boundary of the first ball. So both the openers opening their account with a boundary. We saw Arish getting a couple of them before he got himself out, and now Arish, a full toss on leg stump. Just working that run away between square leg and fine leg to open his account with a 4. And he pulled a very economical spell yesterday, Zaid Sajjad. Especially if you talk about his first 3 overs when he went for just 8 and got a wicket early on. But then we saw Shahzain coming back in the second spell and got 3 wickets, making sure that he made it almost impossible for FPS to chase down 160 175 in fact. But Nixor, well, they'll be taking a lot of momentum now in this run chase because of the fact that from being 76 for no loss, they were able to restrict Sceptre to 156. But for that, they will be needing a couple of decent knocks or maybe a big innings from one of their top order batters.
यार मुझे लगा रोमी को डायरेक्ट मैसेज करता हूँ, बोल रहा था मुझे वो यार नंबर मुझे दे देना फलाना ये है मुनी रोमी पीछे बढ़ा था डायरेक्ट.
We saw Hamza Donwala bowling with the new ball as well for Nixor. Couldn't pick up early wickets, but Zaid Sajjad, well, he'll be looking to do that. He bowls a full toss. Now it's up in the air. It's in the gap and it's all the way for 4. A nice and decent effort from the fielder at deep mid-wicket. He knew he will be very close to the boundary ropes since it was a full toss and it was timed nicely by the right-handed batter. Just couldn't really push the ball back. Although a brilliant effort, but it just went in vain towards the end. So 4 boundaries already in these first couple of overs for Nixor. One thing is for sure, we will witness them putting up a much better fight as compared to FPS yesterday. Decent delivery to end the over. 9 runs coming in that over from Zaid Sajjad. 2 overs done. Nixor College in pursuit of 157 are 19 for 1.
On campus, I'll either be working in the library or walking through the green spaces. It's so good on a sunny day. On the weekends, I'll be in a cute cafe in Falmouth, getting lunch with friends or exploring the beautiful natural landscapes. There are also tons of unique charity shops, and of course there's Chintz, the dreamiest little jazz bar for evenings out. When I'm up in Exeter, the Streatham campus is so vibrant. Of course there's a forum, and getting around campus is really easy with the train station and bus stops just next door. Plus there are loads of places to eat. My personal favourite is FA's, especially after night out. Life here is calm, creative and full of community, and you'll be sure to fit just right in.
At Empower Education Consultants, we guide students through the entire process, from shortlisting courses and universities to crafting personal statements to tracking deadlines and submitting visa applications. We also help identify scholarships you're actually eligible for and provide support for every step. No shortcuts, no rushed applications. As official representatives with universities like
Plays that one up in the air and gets it in the gap as well, RS. He's going to get one more boundary for himself. Showing a lot of confidence even against the new ball and against Shahzain Ali, who has already picked up a first wicket. Just walking down the pitch and pushing it wider of the mid-wicket fielder. I think it was Hadi who was standing there at mid-wicket. He was keeping the wickets yesterday, but he's now standing at mid-wicket. Now he goes over extra cover, but The fielder couldn't really stop it. He's going to get another boundary, does Aris. Not entirely out of the middle, but he still made sure that he placed it just to the left of that fielder at extra cover, although it could have been stopped. Not in complete control of the bat, and you could see the ball just going away from that fielder at extra cover. So in the first 6 overs, in the shorter size boundaries on either side of the wicket, you can expect a lot of 4s and 6s being hit in the first 6 overs. But as a fielding side, it always gives you the opportunity to push harder and to take those catches. A lot of runs have been coming in boundaries so far in these first 3 overs for Nixor. Hits it straight and gets it past Hussain. That's a quality stroke from Aris. It wasn't that short, but he was still making sure that he hits it with the flat bat and gets it past Hussain at mid-off. On the up, all across the ground, and a diving effort also not enough for Hussain to stop that one. I think it's a very good approach from Nixor. They know that 157 is a target, but it's very easy. Not that easy, but you could still expect to score more runs in the first 6 overs. Because as soon as the spinners start coming in and the ball gets slightly older, it's become a little difficult to get those boundaries. So far, they're scoring at more than 10 and over. If they can continue to go at that pace, they will be able to score more than 50 in the first 6. It's 33 for 1 after 3 overs.
University of Exeter and University of St. Andrews, and a 99% visa acceptance rate, our approach is proven. Apply to Empower Education Consultants and let us get it done the right way. As official representatives for the University of St. Andrews and the University of Exeter, Empower Education Consultant ensures that students get the top quality education from UK's finest institutes. We keep up to date with entry requirements, intakes, and application processes. Additionally, we offer our advice to various different students, recommending them universities based on their profiles and goals and objectives. Contact us today so we can get started on your application. If you are looking for scholarships, then you need to listen up. From US to UK, various universities offer different merit-based scholarships. At Empower Education Consultants, we help students identify which
There's Sajjad to continue with his second over now of the innings. Places that one up in the air, but the ball doesn't really carry to the captain. Couldn't stop it cleanly. And just able to push the ball back before the boundary ropes. Couple of runs taken by the right-hander Saad. Well, he was looking to push it off the back foot. Wanted to get it over mid-off. Couldn't do it in the end.
काफी देर से आ रहा है मैंने कहा अजीब सी आ रही है
Lost a wicket early in the very first over. But now, both these batters are just looking to get a little settled out there. It's a full toss and he gets it over extra cover. Well, they've been given few absolute gifts so far early on from Sceptre College. Some deliveries that have been well short in length, and now a full toss from the off spinner. You could see the bat just turning slightly in his hand. That showed that he wasn't really in complete control of the stroke. But since it's the power play with just a couple of fielders are outside, so he was able to get it over extra cover. It's a leading edge, and it just goes over fielder. I think it was Sameed out there, and he couldn't really realize how closer he was to that ball. Otherwise, a decent effort could have given them another wicket. Sceptre, they are in search of wickets, because only wickets are going to make sure that Nixor do not go on and chase down these runs. It's another quick single. He has been very busy at the crease, Aris. Not only with his boundaries, but also the running between the wickets. And now he goes over point. And he'll comfortably get it over the fielder's head and will get a boundary as well. That's why he doesn't even bother running for that. making full use of these fielding restrictions in the first 6 overs. Both these batters, a boundary coming in the last ball of the over, that too over the point. 4 overs are now done. Nixor have gone off to a flying start. They are 45 for 1.
Scholarships they are actually eligible for and apply within the correct deadlines. If you want proper scholarship guidance, then don't procrastinate. Contact Empower Education Consultants today and let's get started on your application.
Hello from the University of Exeter.
Azin being replaced by Usaid. He's got a very good slower delivery, Usaid. He was the top scorer for Sceptre College in the first innings. Scored 43 of 39. Very good fielder, as we have already seen him taking a decent catch early on to get rid of the right-handed batter, Asher. That's the slower delivery we were talking about, but this time Aris was waiting for that and he was able to hit that easily over mid-on's head. We haven't seen a 6 being struck so far in this innings from Nixor College, but they've got flurry of boundaries coming in. It was pitched up, it was much slower in pace. He was waiting for it and he knew both the mid-on and mid-off were inside and he was able to hit them that delivery over the long on mid-on's head. And now he goes over extra cover. This is a quality stroke from Aris. 50 also comes up for Nixor College. It has been an aggressive start from the boys in orange. Full toss gets a little tickle, but he couldn't really get it past the fielder at fine leg. Otherwise, that ball had also boundary written all over it. A low full toss, but now they have placed a fielder at long off. Shahzain Ali, the man covering that side of the ground. It's a wonderful strategy from Nixor to score as many runs as possible in the first 6 so that the job will be much easier when the spinners are going to come in. Arish was slightly unlucky that he lost his wicket in the very first over, but since then Arish and Saad have been able to build this partnership. Now this can be a wide or it also can be a no ball. Yep, no ball given by the on-field umpire, because you could see the ball pitching very well outside the off stump. In fact, almost to the pitch right next to the playing wicket. And that's why the umpire called that as a no ball, and it's going to be a free hit now for RS. A low full toss. He has been able to hit that over mid-off, but Shahzain Ali is out there in the deep. Will just get a run. So 12 runs coming in that first over from Usaid. 5 overs done. An over still left in the power play. Nixor are 57 for 1. The last over of the power play. Off-spinner coming in. Starts off with a short delivery on leg stump. And RS finally being able to hit the first 6 of the innings. And the way they were scoring, even a boundary or a single would have done it, but he was able to make use of that poor delivery down the leg side from Abdul Rahman, ensuring that they got 6 more runs to their tally. Sceptre got off to a very decent start in their first innings when they didn't lose a wicket early on. Hamza was the man who was supporting Shahzain Ali at the other end. And in the run chase, although Nixor lost the first wicket in the very first over, but now both these batters have been able to score 53 runs for the second wicket. Straight away changing his angle now. He'll look to come over the wicket, Abdul Rahman. Another quick single. Now this has been quality batting from RS to say the least. His ball striking has been brilliant. His running between the wickets has been absolutely brilliant as well. That was the 6 that went over the leg side. It's gone straight. It's an unusual stroke attempted by the right-hander. He's going to get a boundary on it. Usually to a delivery that is that shorter in length, you expect the right-handed batter to either cut it or pull it, but he was still able to get it over the bowler's head. And it almost carried all the way for 6. Have a look at their run rate right now. Almost touching 12.5. And if they can continue to bat this way, they can well and truly chase down the remaining runs in the 15th or the 16th over. Sceptre, well, they'll have to come up with a much better strategy. They'll have to do something different. Ideally, they would have wanted few more wickets from their fast bowlers, Shahzain. But you got to have decent bowlers at the other end as well. Much away from the body, gets it in the gap. He'll get another boundary now, Saad. So not a decent start in some of the Rahman. We didn't see a wide or a no ball in his opening over, but he was still able to get hit away for a couple of boundaries and a maximum. An effortless stroke, but well within the gap, and he gets a boundary towards cover. 15 runs coming in the opening over from Abdul Rahman. An exciting and an entertainment entertaining power play comes to an end from Nixor College. They are 72 for 1 after 6. 79 for 1.
One of the top 15 universities in the UK, and through our partner Empower, based in Pakistan, many different scholarships are available worth up to £10,000. We're one of the top accredited business schools in the world. We're also one of the top ranked universities for career support with a 92% graduate employability rating. We'd look forward to receiving your application.
Hi, I'm Aileen. I'm a second-year Pakistani international student studying business and environment at the University of Exeter, Penryn campus. Life here has honestly been such a special experience. On campus, I'll either be working in the library or walking through the green spaces. It's so good on a sunny day. On the weekends, I'll be in a cute cafe in Falmouth, getting lunch with friends or exploring the beautiful natural landscapes. There are also tons of unique charity shops, and of course there's Chintz, the dreamiest little jazz bar for evenings out. When I'm up in Exeter, the Streatham campus is so vibrant.
So they decided to go with pace at both ends. Ahmed has been introduced into the attack. Still scoring at more than 11 runs and over, Nixor College, courtesy of this brilliant partnership between RS and Saad. Starting off with a widest delivery down the leg side, given as a wide as well by the umpire. Well, top and renowned players have passed out from Nixor College, talking about the likes of Amar Farouk and Abdullah Shiraz, who absolutely lit up the tournament last time around. But the youngsters, these AS kids, are also putting up a very decent show with the bat as well as with the ball. RS gets another boundary on that occasion towards fine leg. Ahmed Bhatti, the first couple of deliveries have been drifting onto the bat. The first one was a wide, but this time RS was able to just get a little bit of a tickle and get it fine enough that there was no chance for the fielder at fine leg to stop that one. We saw a couple of batters losing their wickets in the 40s in the first innings from Sceptre. RS is now batting on 46. He's got a bright opportunity of starting his campaign with a 50 in this tournament. It's a top edge, but it will comfortably clear the fielder at fine leg. He'll get a boundary, and with that, 50 is up for RS. 50 of just 21 deliveries. He's raising his bat to the dugout. Nine fours and one maximum so far in his innings, striking at more than 230 right now. Lost his partner early on in his first over, but he kept on scoring runs, kept on finding those gaps and boundaries, and he's been well supported by his partner at the other end. Another one down the leg side. This is easy picking for someone like RS. It's his third boundary in a row and in that same region. The first one went a little finer, but a couple of them afterwards have been comfortably going over square leg. Ahmed Bhatti has been drifting everything towards the leg stump, and he's paying the price up till now. Just 3 legal deliveries have been bowled so far in this over, and all of them have been put away for boundaries. Just get the feeling the spinners might be able to get more assistance on this pitch as compared to the fast bowlers, because anything that has been slightly towards the leg stump has been put away easily for the boundaries. Oh, it has been a wide, to say the least. Hasn't really found his light line or length so far, Ahmed Bhatti. But he'll have to do that quickly because there are not a lot of runs remaining now to be defended. Just 64 is what Nixor are looking for to register their first victory of this ESL Season 3. Hits it hard, hits it in the gap. He will get another boundary. Has been given as a no ball as well by the on-field umpire. So it's getting from bad to worse now for Sceptre and Ahmed Bhatti. 3 boundaries, couple of wides, and then a delivery that was outside the off stump. The length was perfect, but he was still able to get it in the gap. And on top of that, it was given as a no ball as well by the on-field umpire. So Aris will get a free hit. You could see the enjoyment. You can see the happiness on his face because he knew. He hits it straight. He hits it clean. And does he get it over long off? Well, he has comfortably. You could see the jubilation on the face when he saw that the umpire signaled that one as a free hit because he knew that he will be going after the bowler. It was a straighter delivery, clearing his front leg and making sure that he hits it dead straight over the bowler's head. No chance for the fielder at long off. And it is turning out to be a very expensive first over from Ahmed Bhatti. 100 is up for Nixor as well. Slightly uppish, but the ball will carry. One bounce to the fielder, Shahzain Ali, at long on. So an expensive start is from Ahmed Bhatti. 26 runs coming in his first over. After 8, Nixor College are flying. They are 105 for 1.
Of course, there's a forum, and getting around campus is really easy with the train station and bus stops just next door. Plus, there are loads of places to eat. My personal favorite is FA's, especially after night out. Life here is calm, creative, and full of community, and you'll be sure to fit just right in.
At Empower Education Consultants, we guide students through the entire process, from shortlisting courses and universities to crafting personal statements to tracking deadlines and submitting visa applications. We also help identify scholarships you're actually eligible for and provide support for every step. No shortcuts, no rushed applications. As official representatives with universities like University of Exeter and University of St. Andrews and a 99% visa acceptance rate, our approach is proven. Apply to Empower Education Consultants and let us get it done the right way. As official representatives for the University of St. Andrews and the University of Exeter, Empower Education Consultant ensures that students get the top quality education from UK's finest institutes. We keep up to date with entry requirements, intakes and application processes. Additionally, we offer our advice to various different students.
Well, he was keeping the wickets yesterday, Hadi. Sceptre captain Hamza is trying all his options today. Starts off with a short delivery, pulled that away nicely, but won't get a boundary on that occasion. R is just looking to get these runs as early as possible. They just need 51 more runs to win. The required run rate has gone even below 5 and over, so even singles can do the job for Nixor from here on. Sceptre once again had a bright opportunity of putting up a huge total on the board when they had a wonderful opening stand between their captain as well as between Shahzain Ali, but they just kept on losing wickets at regular intervals. That allowed Nixor to make a comeback in this match. And the way they are batting, they have made it one-sided up till now. The men in yellow must have expected things to go a little differently when they got the wicket in the very first over as well. But since then, it's been all about Aris and the way Saad has supported him. 97 is what these two batters have put on for the second wicket. Hits it over the bowler's head, hits it dead straight. And the way that he has been able to hit the ball over the bowler's head that easily, that's why the fielder it's long off has been kept very straight. Trying to hit that a little too hard. Saad will just get an easy single. In fact, he's not even bothering to run. He's just walking on the pitch, making sure that he gets down to the other end. Decent over this from Hadi so far, considering the fact that he hasn't really conceded a boundary. So just 5 singles coming in that over from the fast bowler. 100 of the partnership comes up between these two, as after 9, Nixor are 110 for 1.
Recommending them universities based on their profiles and goals and objectives. Contact us today so we can get started on your application. If you are looking for scholarships, then you need to listen up. From US to UK, various universities offer different merit-based scholarships. At Empower Education Consultants, we help students identify which scholarships they are actually eligible for and apply within the correct deadlines. If you want proper scholarship guidance, then don't procrastinate. Contact Empower Education Consultants today and let's get started on your application.
Hello from the University of Exeter, one of the top 15 universities in the UK, and through our partner Empower, based in Pakistan, many different scholarships are available worth up to £10,000. We're one of the top accredited business schools in the world. We're also one of the top ranked universities for career support with a 92% graduate employability rating. We'd look forward to receiving your application.
Hi, I'm Aileen. I'm a second-year Pakistani international student studying business and environment at the University of Exeter, Penryn campus. Life here has honestly been such a special experience. On campus, I'll either be working in the library or walking through the green spaces. It's so good on a sunny day. On the weekends, I'll be in a cute cafe in Falmouth, getting lunch with friends or exploring the beautiful natural landscapes. There are also tons of unique charity shops, and of course there's Chintz, the dreamiest little jazz bar for evenings out. When I'm up in Exeter, the Streatham campus is so vibrant. Of course there's a forum, and getting around campus is really easy with the train station and bus stops just next door. Plus there are loads of places to eat. My personal favourite is FA's, especially after night out. Life here is calm, creative and full of community, and you'll be sure to fit just right in.
At Empower Education Consultants, we guide students through the entire process, from shortlisting courses and universities to crafting personal statements to tracking deadlines and submitting visa applications. We also help
So Set changing his angle, and the change of angle working for him. The previous delivery was put away on the leg side as soon as he came over the wicket. Haris just could not resist. He wanted to go over the bowler's head, got it from the toe end of the bat. Hamza was out there at long off and he took a really good running catch. So finally the partnership comes to an end, but not before Ares and Saad did a significant damage to Sceptre's bowling efforts. Quick fire 72 runs added by Ares. He's now walking back, but he has brought his team into commanding position of this game. It's 114 for 2, with Nixor now just needing 43 more to win. So Hamza Donwala coming into bat at number 4, replacing Ares, who played a brilliant knock of 72 of 31 deliveries and making it very easy now for the remaining batters to just come in and chase down the remaining 43 runs. Musad will once again change his angle. He's coming around the wicket to the left-hander. Starts off with a slower delivery, and that has been given. Hamza cannot believe it. He thought he got some bat behind it. It was a straightish delivery. He was looking to turn that away on the leg side. Musad rolled his fingers over that one. And the ball clearly hitting the pad and then might have hit the pad. So a good decision this from the on-field umpire. First ball duck for Hamza Donwala, who said getting 2 in 2, and now he's going to be on the hat trick. So being at 141, 14 for 1 to 114 now for 3, Nixor College, with Hamza walking back without adding anything on the score. So it's a hat-trick delivery from Musad. Rohail is the new man in at number 5 for Nixor College. Picks that one up in the air, gets it in the gap, and it was a hat-trick delivery, but he didn't show any respect whatsoever. Just lifting that one over square leg and getting a boundary. Confident start this from Rohail. It's important that Nixor has got one batter set at the other end. Saad, who's batting on 28. Now he's been joined by Rohail. And he was pretty pumped up when he took the first catch to get rid of Hamza in the first innings, remember? At G square leg. Well, that looks straight as well, and the finger goes up. 3 wickets in the over from Usaid. What an eventful over this has turned out to be for Sceptre College. Couple of boundaries, but 3 big wickets. This is excellent stuff. He might not have enough pace, but he's looking to make sure that he brings those stumps and pads into play. Rohail, the first delivery that he faced, he was able to put that one away over square leg for a boundary. The very next ball, he was trapped right in front. So 118 now for Nixor, and they still need 39 more to win. Nile comes in at number 6, and all of a sudden you could see some spark of energy amongst the fielders of Sceptre College. They sniff an opportunity of getting few more wickets. Straight a delivery, well defended. What an exciting this over that was from Usaid. Couple of boundaries, but 3 huge wickets he got in that over, including that one of RS who scored 72. It's 118 for 4 after the halfway stage. So Shahzan Ali has been brought back into the attack once again by Hamza, the skipper of Sceptre. They do realize if they want to win this match from here on, they'll have to make sure that they get the remaining 6 wickets as well of Nixor College. Last over was brilliant from Usaid. Apart from those boundaries, he was able to pick up 3 important wickets. So far, it's the Pacers who are doing the job for Sceptre. And Hamza realizing that opportunity, bringing his premier fast bowler back. He got hit for a few runs in the first couple of overs that he bowled with the new ball, but we know how special he is when he returns in his second spell. He showed that yesterday as well when he got 3 wickets. And now, if he can get 1 more in this over, this match will be wide open. It's a decent delivery. all Sceptre needs to do right now is to make sure that the fielders also start supporting their bowlers. They cannot really afford to miss chances. They can't really afford to give easy singles to these two batters. Nile is relatively newer at the crease and he has seen 3 wickets falling before he made his arrival at the crease, so he'll be feeling a little nervous as well. Outside edge and put down by the keeper. The third man was up, so Nile will collect a boundary. Well, he's bowling at a decent pace, so the wicketkeeper can easily afford to stand a little behind, maybe a step or two backwards, because that got to him very quickly. Although he moved towards his left, but the ball just hitting the gloves and then going past him. No chance for the third man as he was well inside the inner ring. Nile gets a much needed boundary for Nixor. Now they have asked the fielder at square leg to come in. Mid wicket goes back. They still got long on. Mid off is up. Deep extra cover. And now the third man fielder has been asked to go and stand at the boundary ropes. It's been very special, especially when he's looking to bowl straight and full. Shahzain just need one to sneak through the bat and pad and hit the stumps, and he'll get one more. The required run rate is well under 4 and over, so they can afford to play a few dot deliveries as well in the process. Just make sure that you see out these overs, remaining overs from Shahzain Ali, and then you can look to target the other bowlers from the other end. It's a full toss, but definitely some bat was involved. You could hear 2 sounds when the ball made contact with the bat as well as with the pads. We haven't really seen Shahzain Ali doing something different. He can easily look to come around the wicket and try to target the stumps. It's much easier for the right arm fast bowler when you usually come around the wicket, because with the angle the ball will be coming back in, and if he can get the ball to shape away from the left-hander, he's got more chance of picking up a wicket. He still has one more over remaining after this one, so you might see him doing that the next one. At attempted slower delivery, but it was well down the leg side. Low full toss driven nicely, partially stopped by the bowler. They'll get that single they were after. 7 runs coming in that over from Shahzain Ali. After 11, Nixor are still in a very comfortable position because they just need 32 more to win. They are 125 for 4. It's a surprising bowling change now for Sceptre College. We saw Seth getting 3 wickets in the previous over. Well, one thing is for sure, this match is definitely going to go down to never going to go down to the 20th over. So you got to make sure that you bring your wicket-taking options as early as possible. He still has an over remaining, although it's Hadi who's now going to bowl the next over. Starts off with a wide-edge delivery outside the off stump, will be given as a wide. It's important when a bowler or a batter is in good form, you got to cash in that opportunity and allow him to give as many chances as possible to pick up a wicket. If he would have got one more wicket, chances would have been even more bright for Sceptre. Gets that one away towards the skipper Hamza at long on and gets another single. Well, Saad, who was involved in that partnership along with Aris for the second wicket, has been kept off strike for the last couple of overs. So he'll have to bring his focus back. Well, the fielder was still adjusting himself. I think it was Abdul Rahman at deep square leg. And the bowler did the right thing by stopping halfway in his run-up. Starts short. It's an opportunity for the fielder at mid-wicket and he puts that one down. That would have been a huge blow for Nixor College had that catch been taken. It was a bright opportunity for Sceptre College to make another comeback in this game, and things would have been even Stevens if that catch had been taken. Oh, it's another wide. In fact, it's been given as a no ball by the on-field umpire because the ball landed on the pitch right next to the one we are playing on right now. So Nile will get an opportunity to open up his shoulders a bit. He can target the leg side. He can target over point if the length is slightly shorter. Couldn't get it out of the middle. Will just get a single towards extra cover. The focus is now on Saad. Will he be able to get his team over the line? A little tickle, and he gets it past the keeper as well as fine leg. That's an important boundary for Nixor College. He was drifting down the leg side. He was looking to pull that one. Just got a little bad behind it there, Saad. And although a diving effort from the keeper and then an effort from the fielder at fine leg wasn't enough. So just 23 more is what they need. Nixor College should be an easy chase and shouldn't really take them more than 16 or 17 overs to chase down the remaining runs. It's important for the next 3 or 4 overs. Sceptre should look to bring on their wicket-taking options. They can easily introduce someone like Zaid Sajjad, the off-spin, or maybe Shahzain Ali or Usaid. Well, he was looking to drive that one, getting inside half of the bat. He wants to come back for the second, and he'll get there easily. So productive over in terms of runs for Nixor College. It's 136 for 4 after 12.
Identify scholarships you're actually eligible for and provide support for every step. No shortcuts, no rushed applications. As official representatives with universities like University of Exeter and University of St. Andrews and a 99% visa acceptance rate, our approach is proven. apply to Empower Education Consultant and let us get it done the right way. As official representatives for the University of St. Andrews and the University of Exeter, Empower Education Consultant ensures that students get the top quality education from UK's finest institutes. We keep up to date with entry requirements, intakes, and application processes. Additionally, we offer our advice to various different students, recommending them universities based on their profiles and goals and objectives. Contact us today so we can get started on your application. If you are looking for scholarships, then you need to listen up. From US to UK, various universities offer different merit-based scholarships. At Empower Education Consultants, we help students identify which scholarships they are actually eligible for and apply within the correct deadlines. If you want proper scholarship guidance, then don't procrastinate. Contact Empower Education Consultants today and let's get started on your application.
So 21 more runs to win now for Nixor College as Shahzain Ali has been asked to bowl his last over. This particular over can definitely decide which direction this match is heading towards. Nixor, on the other hand, will be ensuring that they don't really gift any more wickets from here on. Even 6 singles or 4 singles in this over will do the job for them, as they've got plenty of time remaining to chase down these remaining runs. 7 more overs after this. Driven nicely, he gets it in the gap, he'll get that boundary he was after. Tell you what, it wasn't far away from that fielder, deep extra cover, and this is what Shahzain Ali is also pointing out. That fielder had just few meters to move to his left, but look at how nicely he timed it. He knew Shahzain will be attempting a fuller delivery, he will be targeting the stump, so that's why you could see him getting closer to the pitch, opening the face of the bat and driving it all across the turf. Been a quality innings from Saad as well. That partnership made this run chase possible for Nixor College when Ares and Saad were at the crease for the second wicket. Sensible batting, although it was a pull choice, but he still made sure that he gets just a single so that he can get down to the other end. He's got an opportunity for not only getting his team over the line today, but also getting a 50 for himself. And that will be a valuable knock for him.
ये आपने बहुत अच्छी बात कही.
Just a little tickle towards the leg side. Now he wants to come back for the second as well, Nile, and a bit of a fumble there from Alian at fine leg will allow him to get those 2 runs he was after. Sceptre had the opportunity of getting few more wickets, but then we saw Usaid being taken off the attack, and that is where you got to make sure that your wicket taking options get to bowl as much as possible. Two more balls left for Shahzain Ali to cause some damage. Flicks that one away towards square leg. The shy is at the stumps at the non-striker's end, but the throw was well wide. That allowed Nile to pick up another easy single. So unless and until we don't see a major collapse of Nixor College, it's going to be a relatively easier run chase for the boys in orange. Driving it nicely, just getting it to the left of the fielder at long go, but there was that fielder at deep extra cover. A slightly expensive spell today from Shahzain Ali. He got 1 for 41 in a spell of 4 overs. Nixor just 11 runs away at 146 for 4. So last over for Usaid. Tucks that one away towards square leg. Saad, he wants the strike. He wants to come back for the second. Nile has slipped. There might be a run-out opportunity, but he couldn't hit the stumps. And they might get few more runs on the overthrow. Yep, they're coming back for the third as well. Well, he has left his bat in the middle of the pitch there, Nile, and he still wants to run for those runs. Comedy of errors for Sceptre College. Usaid could have easily ran onto the stumps and who could have easily dislodged the bails. Instead, he went for the throw. And not only he missed the stumps, but he allowed these batters to come back for the third. The Nixor now need just 8 more runs to win. He's not very quick, Usaid, but he definitely rolls his fingers over so that he can get some deviation of this pitch in both directions. He was the one who brought Sceptre back into the match when he got 3 wickets in that over, especially of that RS was batting on 72. Down the leg side, but well kept by the keeper. The ball had gone past him. It would have gone all the way for 4 towards fine leg because the fine leg fielder was inside the inner ring. So 150 comes up for Nixor. They got off to a flying start with both the openers lost a wicket very early in the first over, but they made sure that the run rate doesn't really drop down. This can be a no ball as well. Yep, given as a no ball by the on-field umpire since the ball pitched outside the playing turf. So just 1 big hit away now, Nixor from getting this victory. It's going to be a free hit. Sceptre won't be able to change the field since the same batter is on strike who was out there on the no ball. The square leg is up. If the length is slightly shorter, he can pull that one away for 6. It is slightly short, but he couldn't time it well as he would have wanted. He'll still just get a single on that free hit. Now this is going to be interesting. Nixon need 5, whereas Saad also need 5 runs to complete his half century. A boundary and a single will do. A 6 will do as well for the right-hander. Well, it's a slower delivery. You could see that he was looking for that boundary there on the offside, but Usaid did the right thing by just taking the pace off completely. It's that sort of a pitch when you're going to look to bowl as far as possible. You can get hit for runs, but as soon as you're going to take the pace off, it becomes difficult because the ball usually stays low a bit. By far, he has been the pick of the bowlers of Sceptre College. Usaid getting 3 out of the 4 wickets that have fallen today. And he wants to go big. Hasn't really timed it. Mid-wicket fielder is running around, does a good job. Couple of runs taken. So he's still got the opportunity of getting to his half-century start if he can put this one away for a boundary. And that will be a commanding victory for Nixor College. This can turn out to be the last ball of the game as well if Saad can find a boundary or a 6. He goes straight. It's up in the air. It's an opportunity for Shahzain Ali at long on, and he takes a good catch. So he was hoping that he might not just finish the game, but also get to his half-century start. But in the process, he couldn't really time that one well. Another slower delivery outside the Ostrom that went miles up. But Shahzain Ali was standing underneath that. We have seen already how much busy he has been at long on and long off. Finally being able to take one catch that came in his direction. So Usaid picks up his 4th on the last ball of his spell. Saad walks back, couldn't get to his half-century, but he made sure that he provided a valuable contribution in this run chase for Nixor College. 154 for 5 after 14 overs. So Zaid Sajjad brought back into the attack. Starts off with a wide down the leg side. They're going to run one more. And with that, scores are now level. So the new batter coming in will get the opportunity of hitting the winning runs for Nixor College. Sceptre unfortunately couldn't really repeat the performance that we saw from them yesterday when they put up runs on the board and they were able to bowl out Foundation on a very low score. But they were up against a different challenge today, Nixor. It's a drive on the offside, a bit of a misfield there from extra cover, and that will do the job nicely for the boys in orange. Nixor College, the defending champions of this Empower Super League, have once again started that campaign with a victory under their belt, and they are getting those crucial points. They win this game comfortably by 5 wickets with 28 balls to spare, so they will get a boost in their net run rate as well. Now, it all depends on the last match of this group stage. If the Nixor can go on and beat Foundation Public School as well, they are going to finish at the top of the points table. Since there are 3 teams in each group, so you get to play 2 league group matches before you proceed to the semi-finals. Well, that's how they began their innings in their run chase of 157. Asher and Aris, the two openers, come out to bat. Asher was the man who was dismissed early on after getting a couple of boundaries. But then we saw a magnificent partnership between the captain Saad and Aris. Aris then scored 72 of 31. And then we saw that over from Usaid where he was able to pick up 3 wickets, including that one of Aris. But then Saad made sure that he played a captain's knock, scored 47 of 34 before he got himself out. But in the end, Nile was there out there to make sure that he get his team over the line. As far as the bowling is concerned, Shahzain Ali was a touch expensive today. 1 for 41 for the fast bowler. And 4 wickets today for Usaid. He was very clinical with his bowling efforts. But no other bowler could really put any sort of pressure on the batters of Nixor College. So 157 was the target. Remember, so Sceptre batted first. They scored 156. Usaid was the top scorer with 43 of 39. We saw Umar and Asher getting 3 wickets each. And in reply, Nixor College just needed 14.1 overs to chase down these runs. They win it by 5 wickets and made sure that they start this campaign on a winning note. So the Sharks from Nixor College were up against Sceptre today in the second match of Empower Super League. We saw Sceptre winning the toss and choosing to bat first. Remember, they played their previous match yesterday against Foundation Public School where they were able to win that game very easily by defending those 174. And even today, they got off to a pretty decent start. The way Shahzain Ali came on and took on the bowlers in the first 6 overs. Came out with a different opening pair today. We didn't see Sameed, but it was the captain Hamza who came out to support Shahzain Ali, and both these batters looked in complete control, especially if you talk about the first 7 overs when they were able to score at more than 10 and over. And once again, the majority of the runs came from the bat of Shahzain Ali because he was in very good form yesterday. He scored a half century, and even today you could just see him getting those runs very easily. He played shots on all the sides of the wicket against the spinners as well as against the fast bowlers. That was the over from the leg spinner, Umar, where he got hit for a few runs, but then he got the first wicket of Hamza when he was taken out there in the deep by Ruhail at deep square leg, and then the wicket just kept on tumbling. Shahzain Ali was the next man to be dismissed when he was dismissed by Rahim. Hadi was promoted up the order. He came out to bat at number 4. And Usaid showed once again why he was in a very devastating form with the bat. He scored runs with the bat yesterday and he did that again today. But Umar was still finding that turn and bound being a leg spinner. It was never easy for the batters to hit him away for runs as we saw him getting 3 wickets in his 2 overs. But then it was all about Usaid, the way he made sure that he found those gaps on the offside, especially over extra cover. He didn't spare the leg spinner. He didn't play the left arm orthodox and made sure that he got those runs on every opportunity that it was presented to him. At one stage, Sceptre were looking very confident and it seemed like they can go well past 170, something that they achieved yesterday. The way Usaid was middling the ball and finding those gaps, he didn't really need any other support from the other end because the way he was timing the ball. But then we saw him getting out, and after that, it became difficult for Sceptre to accelerate towards the end of the innings. Hamza Unwala although tried his best to get 5 wickets, but he was put away for few runs towards the end. Asher was given just 1 over today. In fact, the 19th over that he bowled, although he bowled a couple of wide deliveries and a no ball as well, but still In that 1 over, he was able to create a lot of difference by picking up 3 wickets that made sure that Sceptre were bundled out for 156 in their allotted 20 overs. That was the last ball of the innings, a waist high no ball, but the wicketkeeper making sure that with an underarm throw, he was able to run out the batter. They ended brilliantly with the ball and they started brilliantly with the bat as well when Asher and Aris were looking very aggressive at the start. We saw Asher getting a couple of boundaries early on before he got himself out. He wanted to go downtown, but Usaid took a really good catch at mid-off, running backwards. And then began the show of Aris and the skipper Assad. They made sure that they scored boundaries at will. They kept on scoring more than 12 runs every over. All the options that were utilized by Sceptre College were put to rest, as Aris was in very decent form with the bat, especially with those drives as well as with those pull strokes. He made sure that he wasn't really looking for those big shots early on, but he was looking to find those gaps because he knew that the outfield was very quick and made full use of the first 6 overs. The fielding restrictions, but just a couple of fielders were allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Saad also supported him well. They tried all their options, all their wicket-taking options today, Sceptre. Even Usaid, who was very clinical yesterday, was a little expensive today, as he couldn't really pick up wickets early and he gave away a few runs as well. Abdul Rahman bowled 1 over. Well, in fact, his very first ball went out of the park. He gave away 15 runs in his opening over, and then we didn't really see him bowling a lot today. And even Ahmed Bhatti, the fast bowler, gave away 25 in his opening over. So these were the 2 overs that were very expensive. Even when the bar play got over, we saw Aris keep on hitting those boundaries. That was the over from Ahmed, where he kept on bowling towards the leg side. Ahmed reached his half century with that shot over fine leg, and he kept on scoring those runs easily because Ahmed wasn't really finding his right line or length today. That was a free hit, and he was so happy when he got that because he knew that he will be able to put Ahmed away, and he did that comfortably over long off. Usaid came back, got hit for a boundary early on, but then we saw him getting a big wicket of Aris when he just couldn't time that one well, and a good catch was taken by the skipper Hamza running it from long off. He got a wicket straight after that as well. Hamza Unwala couldn't really get any better behind that one. At one stage he was on a hat-trick. Ruhail came in. The first delivery that he faced, he was able to hit that one over square leg for a boundary, but lost his wicket soon after. And then came Nile, the left-hander, who got a shriekish boundary when a catch was put down by the wicket-keeper, and there was no chance for the third man to cut that one off. Saad made sure that, being the captain, he stayed out there till the end for Nixor, ensuring that he got his team very close to the winning line. Shahzain Ali couldn't really pick up a wicket in his second spell. He wanted to finish the game with the boundary, but Usaid got his 4th wicket of the game with a catch taken by Shahzain. And then in the end, we were able to witness Nixor College completing that victory with 29 balls to spare, winning this comfortably by 5 wickets.
Hello from the University of Exeter, one of the top 15 universities in the UK, and through our partner Empower, based in Pakistan, many different scholarships are available worth up to £10,000. We're one of the top accredited business schools in the world. We're also one of the top ranked universities for career support with a 92% graduate employability rating. We'd look forward to receiving your application.
Hi, I'm Aileen. I'm a second-year Pakistani international student studying Business and Environment at the University of Exeter, Penryn campus. Life here has honestly been such a special experience. On campus, I'll either be working in the library or walking through the green spaces. It's so good on a sunny day. On the weekends, I'll be in a cute cafe in Falmouth, getting lunch with friends or exploring the beautiful natural landscapes. There are also tons of unique charity shops, and of course there's Chintz, the dreamiest little jazz bar for evenings out. When I'm up in Exeter, the Streatham campus is so vibrant. Of course there's the Forum, and getting around campus is really easy with the train station and bus stops just next door. Plus there are loads of places to eat. My personal favourite is FA's, especially.
All right, it's time for the post-match presentation ceremony for the second match of University of Exeter presents Empower Super League Season 3 in fact. We saw the defending champions Nixor taking on Sceptre today. 156 were scored by Sceptre College in their first innings, but unfortunately they couldn't defend the total today as Nixor were able to win this game comfortably by 5 wickets. And the chief destructor in this innings, wonderful innings with the bat, coming in to open the innings and making sure that he blasted through 72 runs of just 31 deliveries. The man of the match today, Aris from Nixor College. Aris will be coming in and getting his cash prize of 15,000 rupees from Sherzian as well as his shield for being the man of the match. Aris, I'd like to have a few words with you as well. Aris, you came out to open the innings. You can have your shield in your hand. I think there was a race going on between you and Archer as to who is going to get more runs, but in the end, he lost his wicket and you got the opportunity to score runs.
It's not like a competition between me and Asher. We're like brothers. When we go out on the field, it's like we want to attack together. It's not a comparison. We're a team and we go out to bat, and I think we managed to pull that off today.
157 was the target. It could have been a lot more because at one stage Sceptre were 77 for no loss, but guys made a brilliant comeback by getting those wickets, especially towards the middle and as well as towards the end.
Yeah, that's right. All I was like trying to do while batting was like maintain being confident. I knew what I could do on the field. I did not need anyone off the field telling me what I have to do, and I think the trust in my ability brought us this win. Thank you so much.
I'm sure Sir Samuels must have told you guys are the defending champions, so you've got big shoes to fill. The people who have been passed out and like you're a young team and you know that you've got a lot of responsibility up your shoulders to make sure that you live up to the reputation in this tournament.
We will live up to the reputation, but we'll inshallah increase the standard and make the barrier go high. We're aiming to win this, inshallah.
All the best, Aris. All the best for your remaining matches. You've got one more group match to come later on tomorrow. In fact, later on in this tournament. So that was Aris, the man of the match for today. We'll be back tomorrow for the next game of Empower Super League Season 3.